All right, folks, I'm just having a little bit of trouble getting into the audio here so I can hear Congressman Murphy. We want to talk about Trump and J.D. Vance. Obviously, they are staying on message to really counter-program some of the attacks that we are just hearing. We know today they'll be in the battleground states. Take a look at this CBS poll, Congressman. It shows Trump leading Harris in Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina. Harris, though, is leading Trump in Michigan and Nevada. Here are also some of the speeches today that Trump and Vance will be out on the road stumping for. For North Carolina, you really have a pulse on the state. Tell us about what you're hearing from the voters there who obviously are hurting under the Biden-Harris disastrous policies.
Well, Bianca, it is several things. It is they're tired of what's happened for the last 3.5 years, and sadly enough, it looks like Harris is this great, wonderful woman when she was literally the second most liberal senator in the Senate, and she essentially got put in timeout during the entire Biden administration. And now she's being pushed up and glorified as this great, wonderful thing. Sadly enough, there are some people that literally are going to vote for Harris because they don't like Trump. It has nothing to do with policies. It has everything to do with personalities. And if President Trump and Vice President nominee, or hopefully will be Vance, will just stick to message, I think that is what's going to be so critical and important for people to hear.
Yeah, I think so, too. And the border, is a major issue. They'll be heading to Montezuma Pass, Arizona tomorrow. It's pretty remote. I was actually there a few weeks ago with candidate J.D. Vance. And, it comes also on the heels of this really it's not even shocking. It's just disgusting. ICE is saying they do not know what's happening to these unaccompanied minors. I mean, when you have open borders, but it's heartbreaking. They're now saying there's 32,000 missing kids, Congressman, and more than 290,000 didn't get required court notices. I mean, we have to just sort of be realistic. These are children most likely being sex trafficked, and the Democratic Party sit here and say they actually care about humanity.
Well, Bianca, it is the mantra of the Democratic Party. Don't believe what you see, believe what we tell you. And this one, you just pointed out all the demonstrations going on outside the DNC. But also here, these children are lost. And all the sex trafficking, human trafficking that's going on in their effort to bring people in to basically change their voting. God, I just pray that America wakes up. And if they have a problem with Trump's personality, get over it and look at the policies that are going to bring this nation back to greatness.
Absolutely. And there was a bit of a news story that broke yesterday right here while we were broadcasting live from Newsline. It had nothing to do with Harris. It actually was about RFK and his running mate, Nicole Shanahan. You probably heard she was speaking on a podcast saying we may actually just stop running and join forces with Trump. And Trump was asked about it late last night. Here was his reaction to a possible addition to RFK Jr. At this late ad in the race.
I would love that endorsement because I've always liked him.
Would you also consider putting him in the administration?
You're asking me a very unusual question. I haven't been asked that question yet. I like him a lot. I respect him a lot. I probably would if something like that would happen.
Would that be a good move, Congressman? And also with such small margins, even someone like a candidate like RFK going to Trump's endorsement and his side, what does that mean?
Well, I think it's a great thing for President Trump. Anything that he can do to help bring voters back into the party and into the campaign, whether he offers him something in the administration, who knows with that. But it's really important that those people who are actually, they don't like either side, if JFK or RFK would just bring them back into the campaign, into the Trump campaign, I think it's going to be critical to help win this. It is way, way, way too close right now.